This broadcast is presented under the legal ownership authority of Magnitude Sports. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this broadcast may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Magnitude Sports. Send it up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
I could say every game is the biggest game of this Central Plains American Legion Baseball Tournament, and that certainly is the case. This kind of the money game, if you want to call it. The winner moves into the championship game and will be the unbeaten team, the team that the opposition will have to knock out twice to win the Central Plains title and head on to Shelby, North Carolina, as it'll be Excelsior, the Minnesota representative, and Rapid City, both unbeaten in this tournament. As we will get to our first pitch coming up here. Third ball chopped out to second. This may do it. McIntyre sets on to first, and it's on to Shelby for Lincoln East.
Popped up. Can Oliver Luck send them to Shelby? They can! The Pulse 400 Stars will continue their season in North Carolina, and they will compete in the American Legion World Series.
The best teams, the biggest moments. Every game of the 2026 Central Plains Regional is live on Magnitude Sports.
Just underway here as Carter Stort's leading off, as Rapid City is the home team on the board. You have a 1-1 count. Now a ball makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Carter Stort's will lead things off in center field. Jake Mustard batting second at shortstop. Brody Schrupp is catching and hitting in the number 3 spot. On the mound, Declan Mickley for the Hard Hats. Rapid City Post 22. 51 wins, 12 losses on the year, as Mickley making his tournament debut fouled away, and it is now 2-2 the count. Loser of this game turns around and will face Post 550 Lincoln East. Carpenland Rugs. That'll be coming up at around 3:30. There is strike 3. Got him looking. So Stort's caught looking one away here in the top of the first inning. We'll set the defense here for the Hard Hats.
Number 10, Jake Mustard.
Declan Mickley on the mound. Josh Elder is behind the plate for the Rapid City Hard Hats. Left-handed hitting Jake Mustard, and he got clipped by the pitch. Yes, Eric Guler says he did get nicked by the pitch. So hit batsman, and Mustard reaches as 3 hits for him in the tournament. He has scored 4 runs, and they're at first with 1 out.
Brody Schrupp.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Brody Schrupp. Rest of the defense for Rapid City. The Readers up the middle, Jackson at short, Wyatt at second, Hadley Burris is at third base, Brixton Steen is at first. Base runner Mustard getting a good lead. Good fastball there, and a strike. And it is 0-1. Outfield for the most part straight away is 77 degrees at first pitch. Wind is blowing out towards left center field. High fastball there, went up the ladder. And 2 strikes the count. Kane McLeod in left field for Rapid City. Lars Kiefer in center. Hudson Ogle is in right field for Rapid City. The Hard Hats. Strike 3. Got him looking at the outside corner. So a couple of strikeouts. And 2 quick outs sandwiched in between the hit batter
Stepping in the box, second baseman number 3, Nolan Carr.
Going to bring up Nolan Carr, the second baseman. Carr has 5 hits, leading hitter in this tournament for Excelsior. Ran through the Minnesota State Tournament last week, down in New Ulm in southern Minnesota. Throw to first in the runner back. Carr with 5 hits, Bartz with 4 so far for Excelsior. Excelsior 24-5-1 out of the western metro of the Twin Cities. And a called strike makes it 0-1. 320 down each line. Of course, that extended fence up to the 338 sign from the foul pole into left center field. You can kind of see that at the corner of your screen. Pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Runner at first, 2 out, just underway as we hit the noon hour. This game, 1 more today, and then 1, potentially 2, coming up tomorrow to finish things up in the Central Plains. In the right center for a base hit as Mustard will check in at second. Nolan Carr with a solid base knock. Able to kind of keep his weight back and deliver that base hit. Mustard to second.
Nolan Bartz.
Carr now 6 for 8 here in the state tournament. This will bring up Nolan Bartz. Bartz moving up in the batting order. 4 for 8, a triple, a run scored, and 3 runs batted in. McLee deals. Popped up. Playable, foul territory behind home plate. Backpedaling, staying with it. Oh, he dropped it. Elder dropped the pop-up. It was basically not too far from home plate. It looked like he had it measured. We'll see if they put an error on the board. Sometimes they are going to put an error up there right now, so sometimes scorers kind of wait to see if the runner reaches and then maybe assess an error, but they're going to say right away because that's one that could have, should have been made and would have been the 3rd out of the inning. But we play on. Bartz with an 0-1 count. That one's smothered, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Nice block there by the catcher, Elder. It is 385 to straightaway center, 350 to right center field, 320 to the right field fair pole. The scoreboard in play. Almost right next to the pole. Ball high and away, 2-1 the count. So they've had a number of hitting stars coming into today's game for Excelsior. 5 different hitters with at least 3 hits. 1 with 4, 1 with 5. Actually, you can make it 2 with 5 now. 2-1. A fastball swung on and missed. 2-2 the count. To Nolan Bartz. Adam Perry is on deck. He's the designated hitter. Well, for Rapid City, of course, one of the blue bloods of Legion baseball, really in the upper Midwest. Post 22 hard hats. Foul tip. That one's held by Elder. The mishandled pop-up does not hurt as they get Bartz on the strikeout. 3 strikeouts wedged between a hit batter and a walk. 2 left on. As there's the strikeout, and that will finish things. In the top of the first inning, we'll get to the Rapid City batting order when we come back here in this winner's bracket matchup from the Central Plains. Excelsior nothing. The Hard Hats are coming to bat after this.
For the battle leading duo for the Hard Hats, Robert, Reeder, and Reeder.
I'm Dakota Boehm, and I'm the manager at ID Chrysler Collision. Our team at ID Chrysler Collision, we're small, but we're like a family. So how does having a family-like atmosphere at work help get the customer's car back on the road? We do a lot of stuff out of work. We do stuff at work. We all get along. It's like a little family for us. I just feel like if you're happy at work and you want to come to work, you're going to deliver a better product.
Mickley had a 16 pitch top of the first inning, fanned all 3 outs, had a K attached to them, but nestled through, hit batter a single, then an error on a pop-up that was not caught, but able to fight through that as Rapid City will come to bat here in bottom of the first inning to face Aiden Pedersen, the right-hander, Aiden Roberts. Jackson Reeder and Wyatt Reeder will be the first 3 hitters. Roberts in the DH spot, DHing for the pitcher Mickley. Batting second at shortstop, Jackson Reeder. Batting third will be at second base, Wyatt Reeder. Batting fourth in center field, Lars Kiefer. Batting fifth and catching, Josh Elder. Batting sixth at third base, Hadley Burris. Batting seventh will be the first baseman, Brixton Steen. Batting eighth in left field, Kane McLeod. And Hudson Ogle will hit in the 9 spot, and he is in right field for Rapid City. As the hard hats to bat here, as it'll be Aiden Roberts to the plate to start things.
Leading off the bottom of the first, the designated hitter, number 10, Aiden Roberts.
1 for 8. With a double, a run scored, and a stolen base. We'll get the defense for Excelsior as we continue along in this bottom of the first. Changing speeds there, and a strike to Roberts. It is 0-1. Brody Schrupp behind the plate. Nolan Parts is at third. Jake Mustard is at shortstop. Nolan Carr at second. 1 strike delivery. Out to deep short. Throw on to first, and got him for the out. Nice play there, deep short by Mustard. The backhanded play and a strong throw. There's 1 down.
Coming to the plate, shortstop, number 3, Jackson Reeder.
Here's Jackson Reeder, the shortstop, left-handed batter. The Reeder boys have paced things for Rapid City. 4 for 7, 4 runs scored, including a home run, 4 driven in. Bunt attempt, trying to push it past the mound, and does. And the throw on to first, not in time. Bart's charging. And it's a bunt single. He's trying to push one third base side.
Second baseman,
Push one past the mound, which he did. Bartz did what he could with what he had to work with. Well, it's a bunt single, Wyatt Reeder. Actually, Jackson Reeder, that is his 7th hit. He's 7 for 9. Wyatt Reeder is the one with the 4 for 7 mark with a home run in the tournament. Ball 1 here. That one missed up in the zone. Looked like trying to change speeds on that. Called strike. It's 1-1. Last year with the 8-team field in Fargo. You had 2 from South Dakota, and you had Yankton and Harrisburg, South Dakota. So it's been a couple, 3 years for Rapid City. Was playing the pickoff there, throw low, but handled cleanly there by Tenuzo at first as runner dives back in. So Reeder now 7 hits, one of the top hitters in this Central Plains tournament.
There you go. Yeah.
Another disengagement there from Pedersen. Throw to first and the runner back. Bounces up there in the dirt, 2-1 the count. Rapid City 51 wins on the year, 51-12. Beat Sioux Falls. Yankton actually beat Post 15 West out of Sioux Falls twice as they ran through the tournament. Also wins over Watertown. Brookings Post 74 as well, as it's now a 2-1 count here to Wyatt Reeder. Jackson Reeder's trying to extend out of that lead and able to draw another throw over there. 8-3. Runners going, hit and run is on. That is pulled to the left field corner, and it is a foul ball. Able to try and wait back on that one, and it was a fastball up in the zone, so he had to try and at least generate enough bat speed to make some contact and to protect the base runner, and nearly able to slice one into the corner. 2-2 the count. Kind of a mix of sun and clouds so far today. Comfortable day. Through the right side for a base hit. It'll send Jackson Reeder towards third, as he will get from first to third on a base hit. And the Hard Hats have something cooking. First and third. And one out. Harry was able to pull one past Tenuzo. Jackson Reeder able to get from one corner to the next. First and third for Lars Kiefer.
Lars Kiefer.
Kiefer 2 for 6 with a double. 2 runs batted into the tournament. A chance here for Rapid City to strike first. Kiefer in their state final had a pair of hits and a run batted in. They had 7 hits altogether. Really broke that game open. To short. Second for one. On to first. Throw wide. Safe there. And a run is in. So fielder's choice and a run batted in. That was really close to tailor-made for 2 on that. They took care of Wyatt Reeder, 6-4 for the first out. Then Kiefer, fielder's choice, run batted in for him. He'll take over at first. 2 away now. Kiefer's third run batted into the tournament. Second behind Wyatt Reeder in the squad here in the Central Plains. Catcher Josh Elder to the plate. Left-handed hitting catcher. 1 for 6 with a run batted in so far in the tournament for Rapid City. High and away for ball 1. Pitch number 10 for the righty Pedersen. Swung on and missed. And it is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Fastball high, 2-1 the count. Glad you're with us. The Rapid City Watch Party. It's all the hard hat games out at the Lodge in Deadwood. We certainly appreciate you being with us for the broadcast. Off speed delivery high. It is now 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Keep him on his toes out there, Hard Hat.
3-1. There's a called strike, says Eric Guler. 3-2 the count. So traveling time here for Kiefer from first. 3-2, 2 out. There's no excuse not to get a running start here as the Hard Hats trying to work a little 2-out magic. They've gotten 1. Runners on the move. And just missed inside. There's a walk. That's not a bad spot there from Pedersen. He tried to see if he could bust him inside and just missed inside. Didn't get the call that go around, as we'll have a runner, courtesy runner coming in for post 22.
Catcher at first base, number 20, Reagan Koskin.
Reagan Koskin, number 20, runs at
Stepping to the
first.
box, third baseman, number 14, Hadley Burris.
Hadley Burris, third baseman, wears number 15 to the plate now for Rapid City. Pedersen deals. And a strike going up in the zone at 0-1. He is not, at least early on, not trying to throw first pitch fastballs. Burris 2 for 5, couple of runs batted in so far here in the tournament for Rapid City. On 0-1 from Pedersen upstairs. It's 1-1. Again, looks like an off-speed delivery. And up in the zone, 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. Thank you for the congratulations. I'll explain later if you don't know. 2-1 on the delivery. It is low. Again, that one looked like either a curve or a slide piece. 3-1 now to Burris. He's trying not to go rely on his fastball, but his other stuff, his command hasn't been there yet. Got a fastball high, ball 4, so a walk. The bases are jammed with 2 out here in the bottom of the first for Brixton Steen. Brixton Steen, first baseman, wears number 13 for Rapid City. He is looking for his first hit. Rapid hitting .333 in their first couple of games here at State. 19 hits, 6 extra base hits. If you can sneak in a double or a homer once in a while, that
First baseman number 13.
that could make a difference. So Steen trying to break through. Very first pitch fastball to strike. It is 0-1. Our tournament coverage brought to you by MandanBaseball.org, by Northview Church of Fargo, and the North Dakota State Railroad Museum right here in Mandan. High and away, 1-1 the count. Lincoln East, Carpet Land Rugs, the defending champs. If they're going to get back to Shelby, we'll have to play the long game, as a 6-run inning in the third was all they needed with a 6-0 win over Dubuque. It reminded me a little bit of their championship game last year against West Fargo. We'll pontificate on that in a moment. Strike it, it's now 2-2 to Steen. A 22-pitch inning so far here for Pedersen. The bases are full with 2 out for Rapid City. Outfield straightaway, and we'll call it medium deep. High hopper, played at third as Bart's on to first, and got him for the out. That will end the inning. So Steen retired on a high hopper. The way it looked, it might have went off of home plate, and that will end the inning. So 2 hits in the inning. They get 1, strand 3, but the Hard Hats grab the lead. It is 1-0 in favor of Rapid City after 1 here on Magnitude Sports. We are back in just a moment.
Sometimes, all you need to change your life is a sign. A sign that says, Hank, this is the place you've been looking for. And sometimes that sign is an actual sign that's mounted to a building. 1 second, I'm looking at a sign. I know what you're thinking, and no, I don't love B-dubs just because I'm a buffalo with wings. Frankly, that's offensive and reductionist.
Excelsior to bat, it's 1-0 Rapid City. Welcome back to BNC National Bank at Veterans Memorial Ballpark here in Mandan. This we are very fortunate in our state to have really good facilities, and this is one of them. A high fastball there, and a swing and a miss by Adam Perry in strike 1. Perry, 3 for 7, a run scored and 1 run batted into the tournament. Dom Tenuzo and Evan Cummings will follow. And went high and away, 1 ball, 1 strike the count. It is good to be here. It was a pleasure to be able to cover a good chunk of the North Dakota State tournament last week, as a fly ball to right field, playable. As waiting for it is Ogle. And able to 2-hand that one for the first out. One away.
First baseman, number 99, Dominic Tenuzo.
But yes, thank you for the nice words. Yeah, I did Get myself a new part-time gig. And pretty happy. Dominic Tenuzo, the batter. Ball 1. We'll be doing Concordia College football, basketball, maybe some other sports as well, but football and basketball will be the main ones as we get rolling in about a month. There's a called strike, 1-1, Tenuzo. Is 1 for 5. A couple of runs batted in. He's also walked twice. That fastball there swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Oh, 2-1. 2-1, says Eric Guler. Or is it 1-2? The board has 1-2. Swung on and missed. It was 2-1. So, okay, 2-1. So now 2-2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I think there was some question on the 1-0 delivery. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 away here in the top of the second. Foul back. I'm going to say about this ballpark, you can either kind of renovate what you have, and they've done it a couple of different times. The late 2010s, 18, 19 is where the renovations were done here. They added turf. They kind of took what they had and did a little cosmetic improvement on it. It's a great yard. We are lucky in this state to have the facilities that we have. Bismarck Mandan certainly has some good ones. Got Jack Brown in Jamestown, Corbin and Minot, Williston. You can go right on down the line. High and away in a full count. That might be good for the in the respective states. South Dakota, who's got the best ball? I imagine Rapid City's got to be right up there. 3-2, and I have to admit I haven't been to many of them. Been a few in Minnesota. Line and a base hit there. As Tenuzo sharply hit. And a 1-out single here for Excelsior is Tenuzo with a solid base knock.
Stepping in the box, the
2 for 6
number 4, Evan Cummings.
here in the state tournament. Delivery, lefty to lefty matchup. And ball 1. Cummings first at bat here of the state tournament. Excelsior bench, only 3 bench guys. You got the 9 in the lineup and 10 called strike. Eric Guler, who umpired last year in the Central Plains tournament. Good one out of Lakes area of Minnesota. 1-1 the count, kind of west central Minnesota. Offered a bunt attempt there on a pitch up in the zone, and I want to call it a half-hearted attempt, but he's kind of tried to reach for it and missed it. 1-2. You're taught to let the ball find the bat, and kind of a last-ditch effort. Mickley, 1-2. 2 strikes. Fastball struck him out. So the lefty has 4 strikeouts. And there's 2 down.
Right fielder number 6, Alex Fernandez.
We have Alex Fernandez, the right fielder, wears number 6. He's 2 for 7. A couple of runs scored here at State. Lefty deals high and away, ball 1. Carr, that base hit, as we mentioned, now 6 for 8. He's been the top hitter, far and away. It's 2-0 the count. So 2 down, the delivery. It is high and away. 3-0 the count. So far for Rapid City, this is the 5th pitcher that they have used. The delivery is a strike, taking all the way. And it is 3-1. Been able to get either 4 2/3 or 5 out of their starters. 3-1 is high, and there's a walk. So he walks the number 9 man in Fernandez, and that will flip it up to the top of the order. And Carter Storts. Storts 1 for 10 now in the tournament with a run scored and a run batted in. Excelsior 24-5-1. And through the Minnesota tournament, pitch is a curve low and ball 1. But Excelsior Blue, they go by. It's a called strike in 1-1. He ran through the Minnesota tournament. Senior Legion Blue, as the delivery is just off the plate. And an off-speed delivery, 2-1 the count. The final day of that tournament, their format a little bit different than maybe some of the other states that got to this point, like Nebraska goes to a best-of-3 championship series. So Lincoln post 550, fouled straight back, and it is now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There are 2 out in the inning. And runners at first and second. Beat St. Michael and Wayzata that final day, 5-2 and 8-2 respectively. Two is low inside, 3-2 the count. So traveling time for the base runners here. Tenuzo at second, Fernandez is at first. Payout pitch. 3-2 and got him on the inside corner for strike 3. Storts thought he had a walk. He's rung up for the second time, and that'll do it here in the inning. So no runs on 1 hit. Strand 2 does Excelsior. That ends things at the top of the second. 2 left on, still 1-0 Rapid City as we continue. From the Central Plains and Mandan in a moment.
As we head to the bottom of the second, due up, McLeod, Ogle.
If the church is strong, that strength flows everywhere into the community, the region, and across the world. Jesus is building his church.
This is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today.
Leading off the bottom of the second for the Hardhats. Left fielder number 2, Kane McLeod.
Be 8-9-1 here for Rapid City. Kane McLeod, Hudson Ogle, and Aiden Roberts. As the lefty Mickley is worked through a couple of minefields and left 4 on in the first 2 innings. That misses inside for a ball, and it is 1-0. McLeod 1 for 6 with a run batted in here in the state tournament for the Hard Hats. Fastball, swing, and a foul straight back 1-1. Like they were having some kind of softball tournament. I think Special Olympics softball over, got softball diamonds kind of adjacent. So I was trying to find a spot to park, and there's strategery. I don't know if that's a word, but one of our former presidents used to make it. 1 fouled away and 1-2. That there's kind of some strategy. All right, where can I park where I'm not going to get hit by a foul ball? I think I'm okay. I hope. If I got a dent in the car when I get home tonight, or when I get to the car tonight, then I failed miserably. 1-2. And the pitch. It is a ball, 2-2. Just Smith's up with his own, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I brought the question up about kind of good ballparks and maybe some of the states involved in this region tournament. In the air, out to shallow right, backpedaling out as the second baseman and Carr makes the catch. There is 1 away. Here in the bottom of the second inning, it is 1-0 Rapid City. So McLeod retired. Gary chimes in. Duncan Field in Hastings, Nebraska. Good ballpark. But it's big for Legion ball. Hudson Ogle is the right fielder. Left-handed batter. And a nice job, too, for 5 with a double so far in the tournament. Down and in for ball 1. 29 pitches for Pedersen. It seems like he has worked ball 1 quite a bit. Trying to kind of search for command. Did a nice job keeping things at a run. Breaking pitch and a strike. It's 1-1. Back to Hastings. 370 down the left field line. Ooh, that's a poke. 405 to the power alleys. 408 to center. 367 down the right field line. That is a big ballpark. And I don't know the situation there, but they're especially kind of in smaller towns where the football field and the baseball diamond are pretty much the same facility. 2-1 as Ogle hits one to the air to left center field. Playable, drifting back, had a little bit of trouble, but able to stay with it is Cummings for the catch, and there's quickly 2 down. So Ogle retired. And then I'll bring up Aiden Roberts. Where you have like that, you kind of have to adjust. If you're playing, let's say, football and baseball in the same facility, sometimes you kind of have to adjust accordingly. I don't know if that's the case there. Here's Roberts. Here with 2 down. First pitch fouled away and strike 1. Roberts grounded a short in his first at bat. There's the 0-1. Ground ball wide of third and fouled. It's 2 strikes the count. Minnesota's a lot of great ballparks just because, and some of them might be in some of the kind of the smaller towns, kind of rural areas, just because town team baseball is still widely popular in certain portions of Minnesota, central and kind of south central especially. 0-2 is blown away. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Appreciate you tuned in wherever you might be. Shout out if you're in the Black Hills area, Rapid City, Deadwood, represent. 1-2 and a drive hit to center, hit well, but playable is wandering back. Is Storts, makes the catch, and that will end the inning. A bounce back inning, 3 fly ball / pop-up outs. And a clean bottom of the second for Pedersen. Rapid City with a 1-0 lead through 2 here in Mandan.
American Legion Baseball. A winning tradition since 1925. Thousands of young athletes have participated, and countless lives have been changed.
That was the fun part of summer ball and Legion was we just played. At that stage, I think everything's so pure. You're just wanting to play ball. I would 100% recommend it.
Legion Baseball is one of many programs of the American Legion, supporting our children, our military, and their families. Find out more about how we continue to serve America.
Bounces on the warning track. Coming home is Hudson Sheldon, also from second, Ty Weiler. And that is a fly ball to center field. It's going to drop. He's going to have to make the throw quickly. Rounding third is Peyton Coffey, and they will not be in time. And the Mandan Chiefs walk off the Stars in the bottom of the 10th inning. That one hit up high and deep, and it might have the distance. And that one is caught at the fence. Holy cow! Wow, what a catch by Peyton Coffey. I thought for sure that was a 2-run homer.
Shortstop number 10, Jake Mustard.
On to the top of the third. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order. Jake Mustard to lead things off, hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. And the off-speed delivery over for a strike, 0-1. Mustard, Schrupp, and Nolan Carr here for Excelsior Blue. 0-1, half swing, appeal and no swing as the third base umpire as the asks for a second opinion. 1-1 the count. But I will raise the hand here for the state of North Dakota because, well, I live here, but so we have very fortunate to have, especially in the Class 2A format, some really good ballparks, and this is one that has been upgraded when needed. And good to see them have this tournament, and they've put on a good show. Foul off the foot of the batter in the box, and it's 1 ball, then 2 strikes. The decision has not been made on the next 2 years, 28-29, but or after this year, we'll be back at Story and Bank Field in Fargo, which is kind of the home ballpark for kind of this channel anyway, Magnitude Sports. Looking forward to that in 27. 2-2 the count. The lefty Mickley, as time will be called, batter asking for time and granted. Two is popped up as that will go foul towards the bullpens, and 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Rapid City held off Dubuque in the opening round 4-3. Pitch coming in on his hands and a foul, and it's still 2 balls, 2 strikes. 12-1 win over Mandan yesterday. Wyatt Reeder 4 hits, including a home run, knocked in 6. Popped up, playable, and caught behind the plate. Elder able to catch that one quickly, and there's 1 down. Just the way it sounded like he got into the kitchen just enough and a pop-up, 1 away. Here's Schrupp.
Catcher number 7, Brody Schrupp.
Brody Schrupp popped up in his, actually struck out looking correction in his first at bat. Mickley has mixed his pitches fairly well. First pitch foul back and strike 1. The 0-1. And down and in, 1-1 the count. Mickley pitched in the South Dakota State Tournament July 30th, went 4 innings in a 12-2 win over Sioux Falls. Bounced wide of third and foul, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Went 4 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, walked 1, struck out 3 through 75 pitches through 4. He has not pitched since then, so should be fresh. It's been over a week. In the dirt, 2-2 the count. And then in this tournament, 6-team field, and if you can kind of stay through that winner's bracket, you can win this thing in 4 games is all you need. 2-2. Out to deep short, handled there by Jackson Reeder. Reeder firing on to first, low and dug out there for out number 2.
Coming to the plate, second baseman number 3, Nolan Carr.
Nolan Carr is single in the first inning, hits here with 2 down. in that state tournament, or the state tournament, which they hosted. They put up, in 5 games, they put up some pretty good numbers. 47 runs in those 5 games. Most they surrendered. That magic number was 3. Dribbler down the third base line. Fair ball and throw on to first. And just got it. Nice job there. Is Burris able to charge and able to throw it on a hop. And got that hop to Steen perfect, where he didn't have to stretch or do a whole lot. Is able to pick that in a 1-2-3. Top of the 3rd inning. 4 in a row set down. Rapid City still holds a 1-0 lead through 2.5. We're back with more from Mandan.
Shop, a Parable Christian store has life-giving gifts for every occasion. Gifts with meaning, gifts that change lives. Stop in and view their large selection of books, Bibles, jewelry, greeting cards, music and DVDs, home decor, and children's department. Many gifts to bring inspiration to family and loved ones. Call them 223-2422 and visit them online at bismarck.parable.com. For all your gift-giving needs, shop the Rainbow Shop, a Parable Christian store on South 7th Street in the Southridge Center Strip Mall, 1 block east of Kirkwood Mall in Bismarck.
Looking for a fun night out? Visit one of Mandan Baseball's charitable gaming locations. Every time you play and every charitable gaming dollar raised helps fund the future of Mandan's 6 baseball teams. From our younger Mavericks, Braves, Veterans, and 78 to our Legion teams, the A's and the Chiefs. Your support helps provide equipment, improve facilities, and create opportunities for local athletes to succeed. Have fun, play responsibly, and thank you for helping keep Mandan Baseball strong.
Mickley's at 55 pitches through 3. Pedersen 37 through 2. As at the bottom of the 3rd inning, as it will be, the Reeder boys, Jackson and Wyatt. Lars Kiefer will follow. Set in the delivery is hit in the air to right. Hit well, but looks to be playable as wandering over into right center field. A few steps, Fernandez. 1 pitch and 1 out. Reeder wasting no time and got one to try and turn and burn on. 1 away. That'll bring up Wyatt Reeder.
At the plate, second baseman, number 18.
Gary, they kind of answered your question. Does the Legion team use the field the Red Hawks use in Fargo? They do not. Fargo Post 2 is good old Jack Williams Stadium, which hosted the state tournament this year. First pitch, a strike, and it's 0-1. Post 400 uses Starion Bank Field, which is kind of the south edge of town. Good ballparks in their own variety. Hit the air to center, hit well, but it is in the park as settling under it is Storts. Hit well, but it's 385 out that way, and just a noisy second out. 2 away here in the 3rd as
stepping in the box, center fielder number 18.
6 in a row set down by Pedersen. The last 5 have been outs in the air, either pop-ups or fly ball outs. Kind of hard to Newman Outdoor Field. Kind of have to work around the schedule of the Red Hawks. 50 home games from May to Labor Day. Called strike, and it is 0-1. Quick 2 outs here as Pedersen, 6 in a row set down. Kiefer drove in the lone run of the game. Missed inside 1-1, and a potential for 2. Throw pulled Tenuzo off the bag. Kiefer able to leg it out. Run scored on the play. As Jackson Reeder scored, there's your only run to this point. 1-0 Rapid City. Another potential flyout here is Storts hustling over and drifting into right center, and he will make the catch, and the side is retired. Lazy fly ball out there, and 3 more outs in the air. 7 in a row set down by Pedersen. He might be settling in nicely. Hard hats down in order as we are through 3 here in Mandan from the Central Plains. Rapid City holding a 1-0 lead.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Totals after 3, Rapid City a run on 2 hits, 1 error. For Excelsior, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors.
Leading off the top of the 4th, left fielder number 34, Nolan Bartz.
Nolan Bartz will lead things off. First pitch swinging. Sharply hit to third. Burris, nice play. And across the diamond in time. They called the hot corner for a reason. That was well struck by Bartz, but kind of playing right near the bag, and strong throw gets him. 1 pitch and 1 out here at the top of the 4th inning.
Number 22, Adam Perry.
Mickley at a 1-2-3 third. He is set down now 5 in a row. A drive left center field. That is in the alley and just out of the reach of McLeod. That goes to the wall in left center. And it'll be a 1-out double. Adam Perry wasting no time, lacing one just out of the reach of McLeod in left center. Tried to reaching and may have gotten a glove on it as it caromed out into deep left center field. For a moment I thought potential for 2 pitches and 2 outs, but not so. Third hit. The third runner that has gotten into scoring position for Excelsior.
First baseman number 99, Dominic Tenuzo.
Dom Tenuzo to the plate. Singled in the second. Tenuzo now 2 for 6 here in the Central Plains. All right, fastball swung on and missed, went up the ladder and strike 1. So substitution. Looks like there are some defensive changes for Excelsior. Swung on and missed in 2 strikes. Yeah, it looks like Joe Brophy, as Cummings was in the 8th spot, looks like Joe Brophy is in the on-deck circle, so looks like he is in there to hit for Evan Cummings. Here's the 0-2. Fastball struck him out. Went right up the ladder, and Tenuzo down on strikes and 2 down.
Coming to the plate, second baseman number 17.
6 strikeouts
Joe
now for
Brophy.
Mickley as Joe Brophy. Brophy came in, I think, defensively last half inning and is hitting now in the 8th spot. As he hits for the first time here in the 4th. Cummings leaves the game 0 for 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Strike 1 now to Brophy. Brophy 0 for 1 in the state tournament. The Central Plains. That was last week. 0-1 on the delivery. Outside 1-1 the count. He left 2 on in the first, 2 on in the second as well, did Excelsior. Clean third for Mickley. Called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Excelsior hit the ball well so far in this tournament. 1-2, got him looking. Strike 3 on the outside corner. 2 more strikeouts for the lefty. And the 1-out double does not come back to get him here as the strikeout there 2 more in the inning. That'll do it here in the top of the 4th. 1 out double and 1 left as we're halfway home. 1-0. Rapid City here from the Central Plains in Mandan.
Looking for something handmade, unique, and full of personality? Mandy's of FargoND.com features creative gifts, home decor, accessories, and more. All inspired by family, creativity, and made with heart. Browse dozens of handmade creations, request custom colors or designs, and sign up for the newsletter. Visit MandysOfFargoND.com and discover something new today. MandysOfFargoND.com. Handmade, a little weird, totally wonderful.
Halfway through, it is 1-0 Rapid City. Mickley now at 64 pitches, so it was under 10 last inning. So, of course, with the limit for the day at 105, you want to go 7, you got to average what? That requires math. 15 per inning. As Rapid City's gotten both their starters into the 5th inning in both of their outings to this point. So here we go to the last of the 4th. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order as Josh Elder to lead things off here for the Rapid City Post 22 Hard Hats.
Catcher number 25, Josh Elder.
Elder walked. A couple of walks issued so far by the right-hander. First pitch fouled away, and 1 strike. So getting to the defensive changes here for Excelsior. Brophy is in the game, or stayed in the game. He's at second base. 0-1 foul back, quickly 2 strikes. So Brophy's at second. The outfield now, Bartz goes from third. He is in left. Stort stays in center. Fernandez, no change. He's in right. Mustard was at short. He is now at third. 0-2 and a fastball high. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Carr was at second, is now at short. Brophy now at second. So the infield now from third to first. Mustard, Carr, Brophy, and Tenuzo staying at first base. Here's the 1-2. Fastball struck him out. There's 1 down. Up the ladder on a high fastball there as Pedersen, that's his first strikeout of the game. And out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It is still 1-0 Rapid City. Hadley Burris also walked. 2-out base runner. He was on to the first. First pitch fouled away and strike 1. Pedersen, 48 pitches. 30 strikes is the number to this point, and it's 0-1. Not had a base runner, the Hard Hats since the first. High and away, 1-1 the count. In fact, he has Pedersen 8 in a row set down. In fact, Burris the last batter to reach for the Hard Hats with that 2-out walk. In the dirt, 2-1. I know we saw this a lot in the North Dakota State tournament. Runs early in games and games where you get maybe 1 big inning. And Exhibit A was big old crooked 6 that Carpetland Rugs post 550 got a 6-0 win to eliminate Dubuque County, Iowa. 2-1. That one clips the outside corner, and it's 2-2. That's what happened in the championship game last year in Fargo. Lincoln got 6, I think, with 4th inning, if I recall. That was enough to defeat West Fargo, 6-3. Here's the 2-2. He got him. Looking to the outside corner. There's a strikeout, and there's 2 down. Like he got a fastball, wasn't expecting that. 2 down. And that'll bring up Steen.
First baseman number 13, Brixton, Steen.
Steen 0 for 7 to the tournament on, and a high hopper was thrown out third to first as Pedersen kept things to a run in the first inning. The delivery is down and in for ball one. We are about just under the 1 hour mark in this game. I guess you could call it a pitcher's duel. I don't know if a full-fledged pitcher's duel. There have been base runners on either side, but not much for offense. 2-0 the count. But I will say Pedersen has got himself into a real nice groove. 9 in a row set down. And he's really minimized his pitches. He was, I think, 24 in the first inning. As we say that, he's down to the count now 3-0 here to Steen with Kane McLeod on deck. 3-0 delivery and a strike called. It is 3-1. Those 22, of course, with their geography-wise, traveling a lot in-state. Facing a lot of Sioux Falls teams. There's a 2-out walk as McLeod is on with 2 down. That's the 3rd walk for Pedersen and the first base runner since 2 out of the first. That'll bring up, so Steen on, that'll bring up McLeod. Correction on that. Kane McLeod popped to second his first at bat. So Steen, second walk he's drawn here at State, or the Central Plains, I should say. And the delivery popped up here, might be playable. Tenuzo runs out of room. And strike one the count. Just the miles they have to drive. They've got some teams in their neck of the woods, Sturgis and Spearfish, and you got some teams in Wyoming that aren't far away, Sheridan and Gillette, among others. And they're one of those programs that does play games in the spring as well. But not afraid to travel and play some teams. They played Carpet Land Rugs a couple of times. Pitch up and in. And it's 1-1. And I think some of those programs, I think in North Dakota have found that out. West Fargo travels out of state a lot. Post 2, Post 400 do as well. As an example. 1-1 and a pop-up. It will be caught at short as that shortstop Carr makes the catch, puts that one away as McLeod is retired. And that'll do it in the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 stranded, 4 left on for Rapid City through 4 innings of batting. We are through 4, remains 1-0 Hard Hats from the Central Plains and Mandan. Back in a moment.
3 ways you can support Magnitude Sports. First, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It's 100% free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 month-to-month YouTube memberships. Finally, businesses can choose one of 2 online YouTube sponsorships or contact us for more options. To learn more, click the Join button or give us a call at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
I'm Dakota Boehm, and I'm the manager at ID Chrysler Collision. Our team at ID Chrysler Collision, we're small, but we're like a family. So how does having a family-like atmosphere at work help get the customer's car back on the road? We do a lot of stuff out of work. We do stuff at work. We all get along. It's like a little family for us. I just feel like if you're happy at work and you want to come to work, you're going to deliver a better product.
Ball 1 to Alex Fernandez. He leads things off. Brophy struck out to end the frame. Fernandez, 9-1-2, and he hits a high drive to left. That one's deep, up towards the wall, and it is over the wall. He cleared it. It's a home run. Boy, a high fly ball able to clear that extended fence down the line in straightaway left. The 9 batter comes through. Alex Fernandez, his 3rd hit, and his first run batted in, and we're even at 1 apiece here in Mandan. Up in the zone that time, able to elevate one. And the only, I think, one question was, did it have enough steam on it? And can you clear that high fence out there? And check and check. So we are even at 1.
At the plate, center fielder number 5, Carter Stortz.
So a 1-1 game. Stortz out to third, and he is thrown out for out number 1. So a 1-1 game now is Stortz now 0 for 3, out third to first, and quickly one away top of the 5th inning. How about that from your 9 batter coming through there?
Jake Mustard.
So one away. Mustard the batter. Hit by a pitch and foul pop to catcher Elder. Down low for ball 1. Well, for Mick Lee, shake that one off, and he's shown a good fastball. Really, the fastball has been his kind of his money pitch. 2-0 now. Winner of this game in tomorrow's championship, 11 a.m. here at BNC National Bank Ballpark at Veterans Memorial Diamond. 2-1 the count. A second title game needed. That would follow around 1:30 to 2 o'clock. Good rip, fouls that one back, and Mustard now a 2-2 count. McLean, 71 pitches, 45 strikes to this point. 2-2, had to bust him inside and just missed a full count. So a full count makes it 3-2. Excelsior is out hit Rapid City 4-2. 3-2, that one's yanked foul. We'll try it again, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the Hard Hats have been able to get their starters yesterday. Got enough run support that wasn't really a huge factor, as Stapert threw 69 pitches. Oh, just missed low, and that's ball 4. So Mustard on for the second time. That will bring up Schrupp. Brody Schrupp has struck out and grounded to short. Stapert 4 2/3 yesterday against Mandan. 6 hits, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts.
At the plate, catcher number 7,
Caden Gettings, 2 1/3. And walk 2, struck out a batter. Pitch is low for ball 1. If I remember correctly from last year, you have to go 5 to get a win. And that's the nod on that. I always thought in a 7-inning game if you went 4, but remember, I think it was Evan O'Grady that was the scorer last year in Fargo and said, nope, got to go 5. You say you should learn something every day. That was my fact for the day for you. 2-0 the count. (2-0) over for a strike, and it's 2-1. So the loser of this game turns around. 3:30 will be the next matchup against Carpet Land Rugs, Lincoln East, post 5:50. Trying to go back to that outside corner and missed off the plate. 3-1. So Mickley, 78 pitches as he works here with 1 out in the 5th. Ball 4. As that one gets away, and that'll be a walk. So after the home run, Got Storts quickly, but a pair of walks. And a trip to the mound coming. Mound visit is forthcoming, as right now, Mickley and hasn't pitched in over a week. 4 1/3. That pitch count at 79 right now is the official pitch count. There he is right there. So there is activity in for Rapid City. Ryan Neugebauer is getting loose. And this might be a twofold visit. One to kill a moment or two, let Neugebauer get loose and try to get Mickley in the right frame of mind. So after the home run to Fernandez, really
shortstop number 3, Nolan.
Didn't really kind of have to work through the minefield a little bit. So here we go. As runners at second and first, one down, and Nolan Carr to the plate. He has singled and grounded to third. Check of the runner, and the delivery just off the plate in ball one. Excelsior, 2 out of the first, 2 more out of the second. It's 2-0 as that one misses up in the zone. 2-0 to Carr, who has been a problem. 6 for 9 so far in this tournament at the plate. 6 hits, 6 singles. And it's 3-0. So at 3-0, at what point? He's already made one visit to the mound, and now Elder going to have a word with Mickley as well. And this, again, might be a tactic, maybe a little bit of a stall tactic here with Neugebauer still getting loose in the bullpen here for the Hard Hats. And now Eric Guler was ready to come out and put it into the convo, and they beat him to it. So 3-0. Mickley with 3 walks, back-to-back walks. He also hit a batter in the first. He hit Mustard with 1 out in the first inning. Ball 4, they're loaded up. Ball 4 to Carr, 3 straight walks. Mustard to third, Schrupp to second. No movement from the Rapid City dugout yet. Here's Bartz.
Left fielder number 34, Nolan Bartz.
Bartz 0 for 2, struck out of the first, grounded to third in the fourth. 4 for 10 here in the Central Plains, and a chance for Excelsior to grab their first lead of the afternoon. Blocked nicely by Elder. And ball 1. A loss here doesn't knock you out completely, but it does make that road tough. That means a win today and 2 tomorrow. But it can be done. 1-0. To left. Hit well. It's got a chance. That one's on its way. Long gone. Nolan Bartz brings the ball home on one swing. A Central Plains grand slam, 5-1 Excelsior. Well, you keep falling behind. Eventually, you're gonna give him something good, and Bartz was sitting on one. One swing and the game changes just like that. 5-1 Excelsior is Mustard, Schrupp, and Carr. All passengers on that 4-run ride. Fly ball left center field here off the bat of Perry and just shy of the track. Catch made there as it's hauled in by McLeod for a long second out. He had fallen behind, and again, he got a cookie to turn and burn on, and just like that, a 5-1 lead. Tenuzo's 1 for 2. And he takes the ball, 1-0 the count. Singled back in the second inning, so Tenuzo is 2 for 7. Fastball swung on and missed at the North Dakota State tournament. They had a grand slam. Jake Dangaroo to West Fargo hit one out. It's the Friday night of that tournament against Fargo Post 400, and that West Fargo was up 2 at that time, and that pretty much put the game away. This one, just the magnitude of it, where it's at in the game you're playing in the tournament, this could be a tournament changer. Filleted to right as coming on, sliding catch. Ogle had to freeze for a minute and makes the catch, and the inning is over. But a pair of homers in the inning. Fernandez gets it started, and then the big blow, courtesy of Nolan Bartz. 5 in the inning here for Excelsior. They have the lead. So that crooked number in the 5th, 5-1 after 4.5.
The North Dakota State Railroad Museum in Mandan is a must-see for any and everyone who likes trains. From the historic Steel House, classic rail cars, and the Northern Pacific Hall of Fame, the North Dakota State Railroad Museum is the grown-up version of your childhood train set. It is open June 1st through August 31st from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. with limited access during other hours of the day. A free will donation is accepted for admission at 3102 37th Street Northwest, Mandan.
Sometimes, all you need to change your life is a sign. A sign that says, Hank, this is the place you've been looking for. And sometimes that sign is an actual sign that's mounted to a building. 1 second, I'm looking at a sign. I know what you're thinking, and no, I don't love B-dubs just because I'm a buffalo with wings. Frankly, that's offensive and reductionist.
Aiden Pedersen works with the lead, a 4-run advantage now. Rapid City down by 4 with some swings left as Hudson Ogle will lead things off. Ogle, Roberts, and Reeder. And ball 1. Hold on a moment. Put that right there, maybe. We'll turn that off for a second. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. Tuno as Ogle fly to right in his first at bat. I think we're going to do this instead. We're going to put that right there. It will be. Now it is. We're good. 2-0, or 2-1, excuse me. Pedersen in a good spot right now. 63 pitches. 3-1 as it'll be Ogle, Roberts, and Jackson Reeder. So if Ogle can get on, and you flip it up to the top of the batting order, but down 4, you need 1 to kind of get it rolling. And 3-1, that's sliced down the left field line towards the corner, and that will land foul. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Just 1 base runner since the first. Pedersen retired 9 straight. He walked Steen with 2 out last inning. So the base runners dried up after the first. And the fact he was able to get out of that bases loaded situation with just 1 run. 3-2 just missed inside. It's a leadoff walk. Both pitchers have really, with lefties up at the plate, have really tried to hammer that inside corner, and they haven't gotten that call very much. So a one-out base runner. That is the first leadoff man on for Rapid City this afternoon. That'll bring up Aiden Roberts as a strike, 0-1. Roberts 0 for 2. You look at the top of the order. Roberts now 1 for 10, but you look at the readers with Jackson and Wyatt. They're kind of the catalyst there is throw to first and the runner back. Jackson Reeder had a single and a run scored in the first. Wyatt Reeder had a base hit as well. They have the only 2 hits so far for the Hard Hats. Nice block there, able to kind of move his feet. Let that chest protector do its work. Schropp, but it's 1-1. Two and 1 the count. In this tournament, it's been now 3rd straight year it's been in North Dakota. West Fargo, Young Field 2 years ago. Starry and Bankfield and Fargo last year. Downstairs 3-1. Fargo post 2. Talk about a team that came through the back door. They lost their opening game of that tournament 2 years ago and came all the way through and won it. Lincoln East ran the board last year on their way to Shelby. There's ball 4. So ball 4 now, and a walk with none out. So Roberts is on. And a mound visit coming up here. So a trip to the mound as kind of a key situation. Of course, you got the 5 in, especially with the 2 home runs, the Fernandez solo shot, and last thing you want to do is start handing runners back as 2 on, nobody out. Pedersen is at 71 pitches right now. Message on the chat says Excelsior has done it all year. They find a way to get their big shot. John says, I coach at Hopkins and I've seen it firsthand. Well, there was the big explosion there. And again, sometimes at one big inning, Lincoln East, Carpetland Rugs got theirs 6 early. Jackson Reeder. Shortened up, pulled back, and ball 1. Talked about a lot of fly ball outs in the air. 7 of them for Pedersen so far out of the 12 he's been able to come through with. Strike it, it's 1-1. Talking about earlier, teams traveling. Mandan, Williston, Jamestown all host tournaments that have teams that come from Canada. That one's smoked into the dugout on one bounce, and that got him to scatter. 1-2 the count. There have been some teams I know in that Jim Peterson tournament that Fargo Post 2 is hosted. There was, I remember we had it Starion a few years ago. Team Manitoba was there. Yeah, there's some teams from Canada that come down. They usually very, very good baseball. 1-2 to Jackson Reeder as catcher can't find it. Still can't find the ball. As the ball kicked up the first base line. He was able to block it. Was able to block the ball. He kept spinning and twirling. Where is it? Finally, Pedersen located it maybe 10, 15 feet up the line. So it's now 2-2 to Jackson Reeder. So that moves the runners up second and third. See the infield alignment kind of back up the middle and even with the bag in the corners. That one out to deep second. That's going to bleed into right for a base hit. That'll score a run. Throw comes all the way through. That's going to allow Reeder to get to second base. So runs home. And here come the Hard Hats. They get one back. It's a 5-2 game. Brophy trying to get to it and could not as that one bled on through into right field. Reeder is second hit. As Hudson Ogle scores, is on the throw. It did not get cut off. Sharp base running play there, allowing Reeder to get that extra base. Robert to third, and they're not going to deal with Wyatt. They're not going to deal with Wyatt Reeder at all. They're going to put him on. So an intentional walk. Loads him up with nobody out. Strategically, it's probably the right move. It fills up the bases, and you're taking the bat out of one of their better hitters, if not their best guy. Reeder 5 hits in the tournament, and he will not get a chance to swing. Lars Kiefer will. The base is full and nobody out. Fastball strike, 0-1 the count. Kiefer, fielder's choice and a run batted in, and a fly ball to center. Yeah, it's like somebody hit turbo here in the 5th inning. So this whole hum 1-0 business. Inside, and that one clips Kiefer, and that will bring a run home. So Kiefer plunked by the pitch. That forces in a run. Kiefer's knocked in 2 runs without the benefit of a hit. That scores Roberts. It's a 5-3 game, still nobody out. Jackson Reeder at third, Wyatt Reeder at second. Kiefer takes one for the team, and that brings Josh Elder to the plate. The go-ahead run all of a sudden is at first base. Yeah, through 4. And that's why I hesitated to call it a pitcher's duel through 4, because each pitcher had to deal with their share of base runners. But all of a sudden, we went to about Mach 3 here with the 2 home runs, including the grand slam of the 5th, and Rapid City has pieced it together. Pitch to Elder is a knee-high strike, and it's 0-1. Elder walked in the 1st, struck out in the 4th. Still nobody out. See the infield alignment with Mustard at 3rd, rest of the infield back. One up the ladder with a fastball there and 2 strikes. The older of the Reeder boys off to Nebraska. Play college baseball. Popped up. See if it's playable. Foul territory, no. Out of play and 2 strikes. Kellen Burke, who is a dandy player for Minot, high school-wise, and then with the Minot Vistas, and actually was playing for the Hot Tots in the Northwoods League. He is headed to Nebraska to play for the Huskers as well. 2 strikes here to Elder. Jackson Reeder at 3rd, Wyatt Reeder at 2nd, Kiefer at 1st, nobody out here in the 5th. Changing speeds on that one outside, 1-2 the count. And both these teams know the importance of this game. One on the win column, and you're in the driver's seat for tomorrow. Little jam shot out, and it is caught behind second. Handled there by Carr. There's one out. Jammed him just enough. So one big out there for Pedersen, who now is at 83 pitches through 5. Hadley Burris to the plate. Burris has walked and struck out. Burris is 2 for 6 here in the Central Plains. Tardy on that first delivery, and it's 0-1. The damage he encountered was with batters out, especially with 2 out. He walked a pair of guys with 2 out in the first inning. This one's a little bit more of a minefield. 1-1 the count. So a walk, especially to the 9 batter. 2 walks, a couple of singles, and a hit batter to this point. Swinging a drive to left. That's hit deep. That is up and high off the fence in left field. It will score 1. The throw to the plate, not in time, as Wyatt Reeder is in, and we're back to even in Mandan. A long single for Hadley Burris, and it's 5 apiece. RBI's 3 and 4 in the tournament. That hit high off that extended fence in straightaway left as the Reeder boys come across. It ends up being a long single. Kiefer to second. And in 7 batters, that lead is just a memory now, and it's 1-0 the count here to Brixton Steen. Steen is grounded to third and walked. Here's the 1-0. High hopper. Brophy waits for it, and on to first low. And got him for the out. He didn't wait to charge it. He knew he was going to get a good hop, but he almost waited too long. So Steen is retired. 2 down. That does move the runners up as Kiefer to third. Burris to second now. And that'll bring up the 9th batter of the inning and Kane McLeod. First pitch, a strike, and it is 0-1. McLeod out on a couple of pop-ups, 1 to second, 1 to short. If you went to run some errands for a few minutes, maybe had a late lunch, and said, I'll check on this later. Boy, have you missed a lot. You're going to have to go back and you're going to have to scroll back and see what you've missed. 9 runs here in this 5th inning alone, and Rapid City, the Hard Hats, threatening for more. That's a fair ball. Over third, down the left field line. It'll give the Hard Hats the lead as McLeod into second. Sliding in with a 2-out, 2-run double. And the comeback complete, 7-5 Rapid City. McLeod, a 2-run double right over third. Second and third runs batted into the tournament. And a crooked number here for the Hard Hats to respond. Here is Ogle. As Hudson Ogle, who started this with a walk to begin the frame, and takes a strike. It is 0-1. Three hits in this inning, but boy, that was the biggest one of them all. Fouled straight back. Quickly, 0-2 now. So both the Readers with base hits. Sent the delivery. Foul tip. It was, I don't think it was held. No, they're going to say it was. It was a foul tip. Well, wait a minute. First look, it maybe hit the turf, but Eric Guler's going to ask for help. It felt like it sounded like, yep, foul ball. They got it right. Just the way that Schrupp attempted to catch it, you could kind of feel like it did hit the turf. So, yeah, 3 hits in the inning. Actually, Wyatt Reeder was an intentional walk. So, yeah, the 3 hits in the inning. 1-2 the count. So a runner at second and 2 down. How about that? 6 runs on 3 hits in the inning, and the Hard Hats respond promptly. Outside, 2-2 the count. Meantime, that pitch count starting to ride up here for Pedersen. He is at 96 through 4 2/3. Right now, no activity yet in the bullpen. Foul back. And again, if they probably change, it would probably be somebody that's on the diamond right now. They don't have a lot of extra guys to work with. 2 balls and 2 strikes. But man, talked about earlier, if you watched maybe turned it off or went to go run errands and it was 1-0, my goodness, you have missed a bunch. 2-2 swung on and missed, strike 3. Ogle is out, but the damage done here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Rapid City puts up 6 runs, 3 hits, no errors. And they leave 1 on as we head to the 6 as we are through 5 here in Mandan. 7-5 Hard Hats. We're back in a moment.
I'm Dakota Boehm, and I'm the manager at ID Chrysler Collision. Our team at ID Chrysler Collision, we're small, but we're like a family. So how does having a family-like atmosphere at work help get the customer's car back on the road? We do a lot of stuff out of work. We do stuff at work. We all get along. It's like a little family for us. I just feel like if you're happy at work and you want to come to work, you're going to deliver a better product.
So Ryan Neugebauer comes in to pitch. Reagan Koskin is into the game. He is in right field, and he is in. So Ogle is going to center. He moves from right to center. Number 20, Reagan Koskin, will hit on the 4 spot in the batting order. So Lars Kiefer is out of the lineup. So Koskin is in right field and will hit on the number 4 spot of the batting order. So he will be up 4th in the bottom of the 6th inning. So Neugebauer is on. It'll be his first appearance here he is the 6th, actually no, his second appearance, correction. He did 2 innings, struck out 4, gave up 1 hit. That was on Thursday. So he is on here for the Hard Hats as he will be asked to get, well, potentially 6 outs. Neugebauer got a save, 2 innings through 38 pitches, 25 strikes, struck out 4, faced 7, gave up 1 hit, but 4 of the 6 outs recorded were strikeouts. In the air to right, playable, and they'll work on the new guy right away as twisting and turning was Koskin, and he makes the catch for the first out. So 1 man down was Tenuzo retired. Actually, no, that was Brophy that was retired. 1 down. Here's Fernandez, homered to start the 5-run 5th inning, and as he is yet to be retired, a walk and a home run. Neugebauer, good fastball there and 2 strikes. Mickley is in line for the win. Neugebauer has delivered nothing but strikes to this point. 0-2. There's another one there and a strikeout. That fastball had a little extra juice to it as retired there on strikes, 2 down. Mickley, 5 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts, but right now is in line for the victory. Ball 1 here to Storts, who is 0 for 3. A couple of strikeouts and a ground ball to third against Mickley. Here's the 1-0, changing speeds over for a strike, and it's now 1-1. Off the plate, and it is 2-1. Two-one delivery is a called strike, 2-2. So eight batted for Excelsior in the top half of the 5th inning. Rapid City hit 10. Sharply hit, and a diving catch. Able to hang on to it. Jackson Reeder for the out. On a sharply hit ball, Storts robbed of a hit and a sliding grab by Reeder. That'll do it here in the top of the 6th inning. So Neugebauer a clean top of the 6th. 3 more outs to try and get. It is 7-5 Rapid City from the Central Plains in Mandan. Will continue.
Sometimes, all you need to change your life is a sign. A sign that says, Hank, this is the place you've been looking for. And sometimes that sign is an actual sign that's mounted to a building. 1 second, I'm looking at a sign. I know what you're thinking, and no, I don't love B-dubs just because I'm a buffalo with wings. Frankly, that's offensive and reductionist.
Looking for a fun night out? Visit one of Mandan Baseball's charitable gaming locations. Every time you play and every charitable gaming dollar raised helps fund the future of Mandan's 6 baseball teams. From our younger Mavericks, Braves, Veterans, and 78 to our Legion teams, the A's and the Chiefs. Your support helps provide equipment, improve facilities, and create opportunities for local athletes to succeed. Have fun, play responsibly, and thank you for helping keep Mandan baseball strong.
New pitcher on for Excelsior as Nolan Bartz, who started at third base, moved to left field about midway through the game, is on here in the 6th inning. His first appearance here in the Central Plains. Adam Perry, who was the designated hitter, is now in left. So the DH is out of play now. And Perry there towards the top of your screen in left field. Top of the order here for Rapid City is the Hardhats with a 7-5 advantage. Aiden Roberts, 0 for 2, and a walk and a run scored in that jackpot of a bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch swinging. Line off the glove of the third baseman Mustard. And it'll be played in deep short. See how they score that. But Roberts is on. And they will score that. A base hit. So there's a hit. It was a sharply hit ball as Mustard trying to get a glove up and got a piece of it. And it's a base hit. Jackson Reeder, 2 singles. He is 2 for 3, so Jackson Reeder. So 2 for 3. He now stands at 8 for 11. The numbers are correct here in the Central Plains tournament. That's over 700. Ball 1, runner at first as the Hardhats trying to add on. Runner is on the move as the throw down there is safe. Runner nearly came off the bag. Strike was called to Jackson Reeder. A stolen base for Roberts as he kind of tried to slide to avoid Carr's tag. Had to kind of go on the back side of second base. He put the tag on once and then a second time. As coach for Excelsior is going to come out and ask for a little bit of assistance. I don't know if there's, like I said, if they've made the call, it's got to be clear evidence. But I guess you won't know. Randy Stort's the head coach, going to ask, but I don't think it's going to change anything, but we shall see. The previous pitch was a strike to make it 1-1 as Roberts able to kind of slide on the back side of the bag to get to the bag and hold it. Excelsior saying that he may have overslid and maybe a couple of those fingertips came off the bag as he tried to hold the tag. They didn't really hold the tag. They tagged him twice, and both times he was on the bag. So 1-1 to Jackson Reeder. Seems like a long-winded description of that. 2-1 the count here to Jackson Reeder. If indeed he did go off the bag, you got to hold the tag. Then that might have changed the call. Bartz delivers low and 3-1. So Bartz, this is his first appearance here. And the 6th pitcher for Excelsior here in the Central Plains. 3-1 to Jackson Reeder. Wyatt Reeder looms on deck. That is yanked to right, and that is foul into the bullpen. They're near the bullpen anyway, and 3-2. Whew. Boy, he was sitting on one there, and Yanked it foul. 3-2 now to Jackson Reeder. That single for Roberts, his first and the sixth of the game for the Hard Hats. They've out-hit Excelsior now 6-5. And that one will squeeze through center field for a base hit. Runner going to try and score. Throw comes to the plate, and it is up the line. It's an RBI single. Jackson Reeder has his third hit of the day. He'll take second of the throw, brings home a run, and it's an 8-5 Hard Hats lead. Roberts scoring. He'll get second of the throw, a base hit, so he is now 3 for 4 in the game now, and that'll bring up Wyatt Reeder. Well, the base open in his last plate appearance was given an intentional walk, and eventually did come around to score. Ball one. And again, they probably started with the right spot in the batting order there at the top of the order. And aggressive as Reeder yanks one to right, deep into the corner and off the scoreboard in right field. Throw into second base, and he's able to hold second. He'll have a double. Jackson Reeder ends up at third base. That is a long double. So Wyatt Reeder, his second hit. Jackson Reeder had to held up as it hit about halfway on the scoreboard, which is in play in right field. So a double there, second and third, nobody out. And this will bring up Koskin hitting for the first time. Ball one here to Koskin. This is his first at bat here in the Central Plains. Came in the top half of the inning. Lars Kiefer left the game with a couple of runs batted in without a hit. 2-0 the count. So one in for the Hard Hats and threatening for another crooked number here in the sixth. Strike 2-1 now. Slide step, 2-1. Out to short, they throw to first, and will get the out there as the runners stay put. They may have had a chance on Jackson Reeder. He was maybe a third of the way down the line. There's out number one. As they took a long look, Carr did at third base. Didn't make a move to maybe run at him and get him in a rundown, but did force him to go back to third base, which in the end works out fine for Excelsior. It's one out now, and that'll bring up Josh Elder in the dirt. That's a nice block there by Schropp, ball one. Fielder's choice for Elder in his last plate appearance. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Infield is in. Changing speeds there, over for a strike, and it's 1-1 the count. In this situation, even on turf, the ball's going to get to you quick. Got to try and cut off that run. Jackson Reeder at third, Wyatt Reeder at second. Elder to right center, deep, back, and it's gone. Just over the wall at the 350 side in right center field. Elder able to drive one just over the wall, a 3-run shot. It's 11-5 Hard Hats. And that feels like an early dagger here in the sixth. just clearing the wall just to the right of the 350 sign, probably right around 350-ish. Hadley Burris swings and a fly ball into right center field. Hustling on is Fernandez, and Fernandez the catch for out number 2. So Burris, who singled in 2 in his last at bat, out here for the second out of the 6th inning, and that will bring up Brixton Steen. Steen grounded a second in his last at bat. That one's yanked foul for strike 1. So 1 strike. The 1 delivery is up and in, and it's now a 1-1 count. 1-1 delivery, that came inside and just clipped him. So he's at first. Steen hit by the pitch. So he's on for the second time. A walk and a hit batter. So a runner at first and 2 down. Going to bring up Kane McLeod. McLeod doubled home a run in the 5th. Part of that 6-run outburst. First pitch to him in the dirt and a good block and ball 1. Bartz pitched in the Minnesota State Tournament July 30th in an 8-5 victory. Got a save, 3 innings, gave up 3 hits, did not allow a run. Struck out 5. As Mustard makes the play there across the diamond, fields cleanly, and he will retire Kane McLeod. The inning is over, but Rapid City fans up to their feet as that'll end things here in the 6th. The big blow, the 3-run homer from Josh Elder. They score 4 in the inning. The lead is 11-5 as we go to the top of the 7th here in Mandan from the Central Plains. We're back in.
If the church is strong, that strength flows everywhere into the community, the region, and across the world. Jesus is building his church.
Looking for something handmade, unique, and full of personality? Mandy's of FargoND.com features creative gifts, home decor, accessories, and more, all inspired by family, creativity, and made with heart. Browse dozens of handmade creations, request custom colors or designs, and sign up for the newsletter. Visit Mandy'sOfFargoND.com and discover something new today. Mandy'sOfFargoND.com. Handmade, a little weird, totally wonderful.
So Neugebauer works now with a 6-run cushion, ball 1. To Jake Mustard. Mustard, Schrupp, and Carr. Sharply hit. And out to second as Wyatt Reeder takes care of it for out number 1. Mustard is the first out here in the 7th as he's reached base, or had reached base twice on a hit batter and a walk. He scored. He was on board for the Bartz Grand Slam. 1 down. And Brody Schrupp to the plate. A strike, and it is 0-1. He came in as a safe situation, so he'd have a chance for his second save here of the Central Plains. Official score saying, yep, that's correct. Check swing, and it was a strike anyway, says Eric Guler, and it's 0-2. Schrupp walked and was on board. In fact, it was 3 consecutive walks that loaded him up for Bartz, and he brought everybody home in the 5th inning. That's the old line. They all scored, and they did. 1-2 the count. That made it 5-1, but old things have changed. 10 unanswered, 6 in the bottom of the 5th, and 4 in the 6th. High hopper. That one off the plate. And it'll be Steen to the bag for the second out. So unassisted, 5 up and 5 down. Neugebauer, and that's, you've gotten runs like that, you don't want to start handing them back, and he has been squeaky clean through an inning and 2/3. 1 out to go. Here's Nolan Carr. Single to walk today. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Swung out and missed in strike 1. 0-1 now to Carr. Bart's on deck. If it stands right now, it'll be about a 90-minute or so turnaround here for Excelsior Blue as they would face Lincoln East. It's a bounding ball and through the middle, just out of the reach of Wyatt Reeder for a base hit. Hit number 6 now for Excelsior. And their first hit since Bart's grand slam. Bart's 1 for 3, but a no-doubter to straightaway left, which at the time gave Excelsior a 5-1 edge. Delivery outside for ball 1. And more of a gap in left center field, and at this point, play behind the base runner. Diving stop at third by Burris, throws wide. And that one gets away down the right field line as runners will get to second and third as a big turn by Carr. He will stay put. The second error for Rapid City. As Bartz will reach on the throw, I'm actually going to say single and an error, so hit and an error. He was going to beat the throw, and then the errant throw allowing the base runners an extra bag. Carr to third, and Bartz will reach. And Adam Perry is now in left field. Hits here with 2 down. He had a double in the 4th. Neugebauer deals a swing and a miss in strike 1. 0-1 the count. Pitch is low, and it's now 1-1. So 2 hits in the inning. One strike delivery. That one's popped up, and that will land over the first base dugout, not a play. Two strikes the count. Well, the board has 1 and 2, so 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Perry. 20 pitches for Neugebauer. Neugebauer shakes off his catcher now. He'll deliver. That one's fouled away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nice job to fight that one off. 1 and 2 the count. Tenuzo would hit next, but there's 2 down here in the 7th. There's the 1-2. Got him. Strike 3 called. That'll do it. Perry is rung up, and nice job there by Neugebauer for the strikeout, and the Hard Hats are on to Sunday's championship matchup and do so in dramatic fashion, coming back from a 5-1 deficit, scoring 6 in the 5th and adding 4 in the bottom of the 6th for good measure. That'll make your final an 11-5 game. There you see the totals. 5-7-0 for Post 259, Excelsior Blue, as the Hard Hats 11 runs, 9 hits and 2 errors. We'll total up the final numbers here and get to our post-game report. We'll do that.
Sometimes, all you need to change your life is a sign. A sign that says, Hank, This is the place you've been looking for. And sometimes that sign is an actual sign that's mounted to a building. 1 second, I'm looking at a sign. I know what you're thinking, and no, I don't love B-dubs just because I'm a buffalo with wings. Frankly, that's offensive and reductionist.
Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today. The Rainbow Shop, a Parable Christian store, has life-giving gifts for every occasion. Gifts with meaning, gifts that change lives. Stop in and view their large selection of books, Bibles, jewelry, greeting cards, music and DVDs, home decor, and children's department. Many gifts to bring inspiration to family and loved ones. Call them 223-2422 and visit them online at bismarck.parable.com. For all your gift-giving needs, shop the Rainbow Shop, a Parable Christian store on South 7th Street in the Southridge Center Strip Mall, 1 block east of Kirkwood Mall in Bismarck.
Curveball chopped out to second. This may do it. McIntyre sets on to first, and it's on to Shelby for Lincoln East.
Popped up. Can Oliver Luck send them to Shelby? They can! The Pulse 400 Stars will continue their season in North Carolina, and they will compete in the American Legion World Series.
The best teams, the biggest moments. Every game of the 2026 Central Plains Regional is live on Magnitude Sports.
You see the final numbers on this one. 11 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for Post 22. The Hard Hats from Rapid City. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Excelsior. 7 left on for Excelsior and 6 for the Hard Hats in this one. Declan Mickley picks up the win as Rapid City's been able to get into the 5th with all 3 starters. Mickley, 90 pitches, 51 strikes, 5 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 walks, and strikes out 7 to pick up the win. Ryan Neugebauer, his second save here of the Central Plains with 2 scoreless innings. Did give up a couple of hits in the 7th and 2 strikeouts through 24 pitches, 18 strikes. So he should be able to come back tomorrow if need be for the championship. And Rapid City right now firmly entrenched in the driver's seat, so they will watch here, I'm sure, with anticipation to see who's up next. As next game scheduled for 3:30, it will be Excelsior taking on Carpetland Rugs. Lincoln East post 5:50, I believe it is, as they are the defending Central Plains champs as they're trying to make their way back to Shelby. Or Lincoln post 500, excuse me, on that. So lot to get to. Is quiet game kind of through 4 innings. Rapid City took the lead in the bottom of the first inning. Jackson Reeder with 1 out singled, went to third and a Wyatt Reeder base hit. And then Lars Kiefer able to leg out a ground ball. They got 1 out at second base with a throw to first wide, and he was able to beat it out. Fielder's choice and a run batted in for him made it a 1-0 game. And then starter Aiden Pedersen, who took the last 5 innings, 5 hits, 7 earned runs, walked 6, struck out 3. He walked consecutive batters with 2 out. He walked Elder and then Hadley Burris, but able to get Brixton Steen on a ground ball out to end the threat, and just 1 run scoring in the bottom of the first inning. Then, where Excelsior got a couple of runners on, a hit batter and a single in the first, left 2 on. Tenuzo with a 1-out single, then Fernandez walked with 2 out. But Stort struck out to end the frame. In the meantime, Pedersen settled down nicely as he retired the side in the second and again the third. He retired 9 straight batters at one stretch. It remained 1-0 through the 4th. And really, this game was almost 2 games, and game 2 started in the top of the 5th inning. And boy, somebody hit turbo and went full bore. In the 5th, Alex Fernandez, the number 9 batter, led off with a home run. Solo shot that tied it up at 1 after Stortz grounded out to third. Mickley walked Mustard, Schrupp, and Carr to fill the bases. With 1 out, Nolan Bartz on 1 swing unloaded them with a grand slam, a no-doubter over the left field wall and onto the street and probably in somebody's yard. It was a grand slam to make it a 5-1 game. And Mickley retired the next 2 batters. It was 5-1 Excelsior as we went to the bottom of the 5th inning. And then where it was really 2 big hits that got it done, there were just 2 hits in the inning. Rapid City pieced it together, starting with a leadoff walk to the 9-batter Hudson Ogle. That was followed by a walk to Roberts and a single by Jackson Reeder. That brought a run home to make it a 5-2 game. Wyatt Reeder walked to load him up. Lars Kiefer hit by a pitch. Josh Elder, a fielder's choice. Hadley Burris, a 2-run single. That 2-run single gave them the lead, and then Kane McLeod with a double. 2 batters later, in all, they got 6 runs on 3 hits in the inning. It was a 7-5 game. They added 4 in the 6th. Leadoff single from Roberts. He stole second. Jackson Reeder, a base hit, brought him home to make it 8-5. Wyatt Reeder doubled off the scoreboard in right. Jackson Reeder had to hold up. He only got to third base, so that was second and third with nobody out. After Koskin grounded out to short with the infield in for the first out, Josh Elder, a 3-run home run to right center field, just clearing the wall. And that made it a 4-run inning. Elder's first real big hit of the tournament, as Elder finishing 1 for 3. And Elder, that was his second hit of the tournament, and RBIs 2, 3, and 4. That made it 11-5. Excelsior did get a couple of hits in the inning, but it was not enough. 11-5 your final. Declan Mickley, the winning pitcher. Neugebauer, the save. Pedersen takes the loss. 5 innings, 5 hits, 7 earned runs. He walked 6. Struck out 3. Nolan Bartz pitched the 6, gave up 4 runs on 4 hits. Game played 1 hour and 57 minutes. And with the win, Rapid City is in the championship game tomorrow at 11 a.m. here at BNC National Bank Ballpark at Veterans Memorial Diamond, as they await the winner of our next matchup. So it will be Lincoln, Carpetland Rugs. They will face Excelsior in another elimination game. And whoever wins this game would have to beat Rapid City twice to win the Central Plains Region Tournament. So 11-5 your final. Rapid City with 10 unanswered runs in the last 2 swings, 6 in the 5th and 4 in the 6th, getting the job done. So we'll take a break. We'll join you in a little less than 90 minutes or so. First pitch scheduled for 3:30. Probably we'll join you around 3:15 to 3:20 Central Time for our final game of the day here from the Central Plains in Mandan. 11-5, the Hard Hats with the win.
The proceeding has been a presentation of Magnitude Sports. Follow Magnitude TV Plus on X and Instagram for broadcast updates, sports highlights, and much more. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and become a member by clicking join to help support future broadcasts. Remember, whether you're on the field, in the stands, or online, good sportsmanship makes a difference. That's one way you can serve, stand, and score.